This is Hannibal here with a daily wrestling news update. Collision did its lowest rating ever last week, 0.06. Feature match there was Bryan Danielson against Yuji Nagata. According to Dave Meltzer, he's unsure at this point if Brock Lesnar will ever be back in the WWE due to his connections with this Vince McMahon latest lawsuit. However, never say never to a wrestler being back in the WWE. Supposedly, there was another lawsuit settled um, years ago with Vince and a former WWE wrestler for around 7 million. I don't know who that wrestler is. I'm sure it's going to come out, but that was 7 million like 10 plus years ago. So that would be worth even more now. Vince apparently has 11% of TKO stock. He's the largest individual shareholder, but not the biggest shareholder. Obviously, there's groups that own more stock. So he's basically the biggest individual shareholder is his only remaining connection to the company. Corey Graves and Wade Barrett are going to be the new announcers for SmackDown. CM Punk is likely going to be out until September with his latest injury. And I'm not saying this. I'm neutral towards CM Punk at this point. I'm impressed with how much money he's getting and the amount of talk that he creates. But it just seems like he can't, whether it's injury or behind the scenes issues, he never like has more than a small run in places since he's been back in wrestling, which is too bad because as he gets older, I don't think that's going to get better because it's obviously easier to get injured as you get older. So I seriously wish him luck on his recovery. At least he has access to the best doctors. Dynamite on Wednesday does not have a good advance. WCW in 2000, their worst year average 2,667 fans a show, which AEW is averaging below right now, according to Dave Meltzer. RVD, who I just interviewed a couple weeks ago, will be back in AEW on Dynamite this week. Vince McMahon will be given the Benoit treatment. Well, at least, you know what he could do is just, I've heard him say in his last interview from Saudi Arabia, he said WWE would be home now, would call Saudi Arabia home now. In Saudi Arabia, um, with the way things work there, if Vince were to just move to Saudi Arabia, I mean, he wouldn't have anything held against him there with just the way things are there. From what I understand, he could start a new life in Saudi Arabia and probably get away with a lot more there without anyone blinking an eye due to the way things are. So wish everybody a great afternoon. I'm sure there'll be more news to report later today.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews,